Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to ACTV Sports Live Football Action. Jared, we are so excited to bring live football action again here as we are at the home of the Dragons for the visiting Mavericks. We got the big game of the year right off the bat. We're getting ready to go down to the field to do some, playing the national anthem and everything like that. Any quick message before we go down to the field?
Man, it's good to be back here. Friday Night Football, man, we get so amped for this. This time of the year is obviously my favorite. The fall, my birthday is coming up on Tuesday, and I'm so excited to have football back because I know when my birthday gets here, football's right around the corner. So excited to be here tonight. Great crosstown rivalry. Clinton and Anderson County, it doesn't get any better than this.
No, it doesn't. We're getting ready to go live as we see the Clinton band here on the field. They're getting ready to play the national anthem. I love it when bands play the national anthem live. It's a whole new feel. This is the type of thing that makes high school football so special. You have, the community come out, they support each other. You get all the kids involved from not just the football team, but, you have the color guard, the band, cheerleaders, dance team, student sections. And it's going to be a fun evening tonight. And just to give you a heads up, the first quarter this evening is being brought to you by Ace Hardware in Clinton, located at 929 North Charles G. Severs Boulevard here in Clinton, Tennessee. And so we're welcoming all these great teams and great partners and great everybody here today. So as we go to, I'm trying to stall because we thought that the national anthem would be playing already, but it hasn't done so yet. So, Jared, run down the starters. I'm going to run down the starters you run down the starters for Anderson County real quick on offense, and I'll do it on defense.
Tonight, projected starters tonight are receiver Anthony White, number 24, receiver Stone Cummings, number 30, receiver Cam Thomas, number 10. Running back tonight is TJ Holmes, number 34, receiver Austin Elliott, number 6. At left tackle, Thomas Payne, number 56. Left guard, David Stooksbury, number 53. At center, Gage Terry, number 65. Right guard, Matt Murphy, number 57. And at right tackle, Jacob McCall, number 52. And one of the bigger stories of tonight, their new starting quarterback for the Anderson County Mavericks, number 11, Stone Hatmaker.
Stone has some pretty big shoes to fill. You had a 3 or 4 year starter. Who broke all kinds of Anderson County records. They took them to an undefeated season last year until I think it was the semi or the quarterfinals. So we're just looking here. They went undefeated last year all the way to the third round of the state playoffs. Lost to Greenville November 16th, 42-21. So that was a tough loss there for the Mavericks.
We ask that you please stand.
But before we get to the defensive starters and the information from Clinton, we're going to take you down to the field as we get ready for the national anthem presented by Clinton's band. And we'll be back with more live football action here on ACTV
High School Junior Air Force ROTC Dragon Squadron. Tonight they're led by Cadet Colonel Kaylee Palayo, Cadet Major Dylan Butler, Cadet Second Lieutenant Alyssa Atkins, Cadet Tech Sergeant Jasmine Palayo, Cadet Airman Samantha Dell. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And as we just had the presentation of the colors as the color guard exits the field. Jared, I love high school football. This is so much fun to watch.
Yeah, the atmosphere is pretty electric here tonight. As you can see across the way, the Anderson County visiting side is completely full, and it's starting to fill in over here on the Clinton side. The Air Force ROTC did a beautiful job with the colors as you're watching them march out right now, and looking forward to getting this football game underway.
And Jared, but where were we going over with about Stone Hatmaker taking over? The starting.
Yeah,
starting
huge shoes to fill. Coming in here, he's got a little bit of experience in some
mop-up time.
Yeah, mop-up time, but so he's not completely new, and I think he's excited to rise to the occasion. Big shoes to fill, but I think he's up to the challenge.
And the defensive starters for the Mavericks. At corner, you've got number 15, Garrison Terry. We got number 17, Brandon Seidner. And free safety, Thor Williams. What a name. I bet he brings the hammer. See what I did there?
Yeah. Maybe that could be his nickname this year, the hammer.
At the other corner spot, you got Josh Goodwin Miller. At your linebacker spots, at outside, you got Tanner Goins and Nick Reed. Inside, Stone Cummins and Gavin Noe. Defensive end and linebacker Russ Lindsay, nose tackle Waylon Harris, and the other defensive end spot is going to be Max Oglesby. So, Jared, good-looking starting lineup for the Mavericks as they are replacing, I think you said 21 seniors last year?
Something like that.
That is a huge number to have to replace. And as far as the Dragons, we do not have a starting lineup provided for the Dragons, but we do have some of their seniors here. Senior, first one I've got here is number 2, Bryce Cottingham. We've also got senior number 3, Will Briggs. We also have Evan Winchester. I love watching him during basketball season. He's got the rifleman. Remember?
Yep, he's a great athlete. And,
Evan's great.
Yep.
Then we've got also Cole. It says Cole CEO. I'm not seeing a number on here, but he's also listed as a senior. Also Blake Cooper, Wyatt Russell, Josh Graham, Nick Graham, Isaac Murphy, Ty Harrell, Garrett Lona, Bryce Quimby Feliciano, J.C. Newton, and Bryce Collins. So I hope if I missed anybody, I apologize. It's just the information we got to go on. But we're looking for great high school actions. We get to see the Dragons get ready to run out onto the field. Jared, they are pumped and they're ready to get going tonight.
It looks like the home Dragons are getting ready to run through their tunnel here. It's always exciting. I mean, we're right at the edge. We feel the excitement in the air. You can almost cut the tension with a knife. It's
any other cliches you want to throw out
Hey,
there?
I'm standing, man. I'm on my feet.
I mean,
we are in a air-conditioned press box, and I'm on my feet.
You know,
that's how excited I am.
The team that turns the ball over the fewest amount of times and scores the most points will probably win the game.
Well, actually, they can Lee, you know what they can do? They can turn the ball over more and have the most points at the end of the game and still win.
No, you're making that up. As we bring live football action here. Guys, thank you all so much. And, Jared, why don't you take care of this for me?
The first quarter is being brought to you by Ace Hardware in Clinton, located at 929 North Charles G. Sievers Boulevard, Clinton, Tennessee.
Jared, as we get to see, we got some courage and discipline getting ready to go out onto the midfield and, flip the coin. I was looking through here. I didn't see any courages or disciplines on the roster, but as Clinton has chosen to go for the encouraging, the motivational name, things
I think
on the
honor
back of the jersey,
is another one. Honor
instead of the last name. So, what a cool thing to see. Got the players coming out at midfield. It's going to be a fun game tonight, Jared, as we bring you live football action.
Yeah.
The new thing that we've got also is we've got more cameras tonight. So if you take a look, we've got cameras on the coin flip. We've got cameras up top. We want to debut a new camera tonight. If anybody saw my Facebook post earlier this week, we do have a new camera on a zip line.
A cable camera.
Cable cam.
Yep.
We're going to name it, it's going to be CC, cable cam.
Yep.
We've got the cable cam, and hopefully we'll get to break it out tonight with the threat of weather. We do not have it rolling as of yet. but hopefully we'll have that going soon, so we'll get some really cool shots. Going through.
Anderson County with the
Hopefully,
scoreboard into
fingers
the
are crossed
field.
right now.
The
The plan
Dragons
right
will
now, I
receive
believe,
the
is at
opening
halftime
kickoff.
to at least break it out for the bands.
Right. If the weather holds off, we're
and
hoping
then
to do
use
that.
it in the second half.
Right.
So we're just waiting to see what the weather is. So guys, just bear with us. I really hope we get to break that out tonight because, Jared, I really think there's going to be some awesome shots on that camera.
Yeah, if you want to see the camera zipping up and down the line in action, you can go visit our Facebook pages, Lee Forgety or Jared Forgety, and we'll be happy to do that. Lee, we're entering what, our 6th season? Is this our
I think
6th?
it's my 7th, your 6th.
No, I did it the first year with you. I just didn't do every game.
Oh, okay.
You did every game. I've not done every game.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes your home, Clinton Dragons. Jared, Clinton comes into this season with a lot of high hopes. They started to really rebuild their roster. Coach McCamey really has the guys rolling, and they're really starting to get everybody going as they get pumped up to start this game tonight. And I'll look for them to start taking big strides. They say that the biggest growth for a new program is on that coach's second year. So here we are in McCamey's, and let's see what he can really push forward and do with the with the program this year. And I look for big things from the Dragons.
Well, I think this is a year for this Clinton program that you hope that they take a step forward, being in their 3rd year under this coaching staff. So I know there's a lot of people that are excited to see what's going to happen and over the next 10 games, and at the end of the year, I know they're hoping to have a playoff berth.
I was fixed to say, I hope for Clinton, for the first time in a while, they can extend that and not just have a 10-game season, have an 11 and 12-game season, because I know that these players have worked hard in order to get there, and I really hope that they're able to, push forward. And on the other side, Anderson County, you're coming off one of the best runs in school history as far as success goes. Back-to-back undefeated regular seasons, I believe, deep runs into the playoffs, ran into Greenville twice. And by the way,
seems like we may be having some technical difficulties right now with our audio. We'll get that looked at, but in the meantime, you'll just have to deal with us sounding like,
Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Alvin and the Chipmunks.
So Anderson County's getting ready to kick the ball off. Dragons will take the ball first here in the game. Looks like back to receive for the Dragon is number 11, Eli Deschamps. And on the other side, his hands are up. I can't see the number.
Winchester and
number 7, Evan Winchester.
Deep to return for the Dragons.
Like we said earlier, Winchester is definitely a athlete. So he probably has some pretty good ball skills.
And
more of a
shorter
pooch kick.
Taken at the 10, and here he comes up.
He's got a blocker.
But he is taken down right around the 25, 26-yard line, and that's where the Dragons will begin their first series of the year.
So the Dragons will be 1st and 10 from about the 26-yard line, it looks like.
Looks like number 15, Blake Cooper, is going to be the starter for the quarterback for the Dragons.
Dragons will put the ball in play, 1st and 10.
So let's see how he can do. I believe this is a new starter for the Dragons this year.
Lots of new faces on both sides of the football.
All right, so McCamey likes to run this wishbone-style offense. This is similar to what he ran at Grace. You do have Winchester out at wide receiver. You do have to watch out for him. And they do a quick throw out to Winchester. First play is a pass play, and depending on where they mark it, it's going to be a Dragon first down. Nice looking play there, first play of the year for the Dragons.
That's got to be encouraging.
Oh wait, they may be short.
Oh, they're going to call him out of bounds, about a yard short.
I apologize.
Yard and a half
that.
short.
So about a yard and a half short, 8.5-yard gain. Still coming out throwing, Jay. That's a good sign for
I was about to say, it's got to be encouraging for Coach McCamey, first play of the game, to have an 8-yard pickup on an out route or a little, bubble route.
And a nice little play there by a fake end around and then out to Winchester. Nice catch, and he was able to do something with it. So here come the Dragons. This time it is a run up the middle, and he's going to be stuffed by the Mavericks. Well, actually, it looks like 15 is Blake Cooper took the ball. Who's under center, Jared? Was that 6?
Center Goins on the stop.
Yes.
Xander Allen is the quarterback. I can't.
No, 10. 10 is under center. Jacob Brock.
Timeout for the measurement.
So Jacob Brock is a quarterback. Sorry about that. Blake Cooper is in at one of the running back spots. So as many running backs as Clinton has, Anderson County has that many wide receivers, though. Look for Anderson County to come out throwing the ball. I think I saw on the roster there's only 2 running backs listed. Everyone else is going to be at wide receiver. As we get ready to come back to live action,
Brings
it is
up
going to be a little bit short. Third and short.
Down and short.
Looks like number 10, Jacob Brock, is under center again. Number 11 goes in motion. Jacob Brock keeps it. Let's see if Clinton's able to push the pile forward. Let's see where they mark it. If they mark it where the
Far side referee looks like it's going to be a first down.
let's see where they mark it. If they mark it at the 38, that is going to be a first down. And that's where it is. That is a first down, Dragon.
Down, Dragon.
So, Jared, that was a quick one. So, first down for the Dragons.
So first down of the year.
On the first drive. So here come the Dragons. Again, they've got number 40 out on one side. That's going to be Connor Moody. On the near side, it's going to be number 11, Eli Deschamps. And see what they do. Here comes Moody in motion. Handoff to Moody, and he comes around the corner. And he is going to be spun down at about the 41, 42-yard line.
That'll be
that's going to be a personal foul on Anderson County.
Late hit, number 17 maybe.
You've got to be careful on that. They're going to get you with that every time. If that's 17, that's Brandon Seidner. So let's see what the call is. It is going to be a personal foul on the Mavericks. That's going to be 15 yards from the spot, and it is going to be a first down, Dragon.
That'll get them across the 50-yard line with 10:30 to go here in the first.
Jared, the Mavericks on defense have to be a little bit more disciplined than to do that. They've got to know that this game, after everything that happened last year, is being watched very closely, and it's going to be called tight. You're not going to get any leeway one way or the other with this referee crew, I have a feeling. So here we go. First down for the Dragons as they are on the 43-yard line. Once again, Jacob Brock in the backfield. He hands it off, and he is taken down quickly in the backfield by number 54, Russ Lindsay. Knifes through that offensive line, hits him as soon as he receives it. And, Jared, that's going to be about a 4-yard loss.
Yeah, the coaches felt like it was a good time to call up a stunt, and that inside linebacker went right up the middle, and took down the Dragons for a loss of what seems to be, maybe 3 yards, two and a half yards?
Right at 3 yards, 3. So it's going to be second down at about 13 for the Dragons. Winchester still out wide. And there's going to be a timeout called by Clinton. Their first timeout of the game. And, Jared, as they go to timeout, we'll go to a quick timeout, too. With 9:44 left to go here in the first quarter. Anderson County and Clinton still knotted up at 0, and we'll be back with more live football action here on ACTV Sports.
Well, before you sign off real quick, I just want to say I think it's fixed now. We were sounding like chipmunks on our stream on Channel 95, but I think it's now fixed. If somebody wants to comment on the bottom on Facebook if it's fixed on 95, I think we're back in business. Lee and I apparently sounded like we had been sucking helium at a birthday party or something.
Yeah, and as I look online, Jared, we've got 130 people watching us live right now on Facebook. We've got more than that watching us, on Comcast, and we appreciate the feedback, guys. The feedback is what helps us improve. So please, if you see that, Jared and I are on our phones checking the live watching parties and and everything every once in a while just to kind of see what's going on. So please, if there is something like that, let us know. And there's another. Let's see what the whistle's for.
The boss just texted me, Lee.
Your wife?
No.
Oh, Johanna.
The boss.
Oh, thank you, Miss Johanna. I'm glad. Well, we miss you over there. I love you.
Hope you're enjoying your retirement.
So I think you might have some other people joining you within the next little bit. So enjoy that retirement, though, darling. All right, so they're trying to work on something right now. So they have digital down markers, and I think the digital down marker was not working properly.
Somebody forgot to change the batteries.
Maybe it's like the old Nintendo cartridges, and you just need to, blow in it.
Oh, man. Hey, Johanna, if you're interested, your son just made it to the game.
We currently have a technology
and Jared, these shots that we're getting are unbelievable. And I'd love to give a quick shout out to all of our camera people out there. I wish I knew all of your names. We've added a lot more.
We got so many new ones that.
So I don't want to. I do know a few of them, but I don't want to say some of their names and miss some of them. But either way.
Well, last year we gave them
so
nicknames.
Much.
We could just call them. We could come up with some new nicknames.
Well, the thing is by the time we gave them nicknames, we had known them enough where we could give them some nicknames. And there's two or three new ones that I have no idea who they are.
Well, maybe by the end of the year.
So we'll work on that.
So if you're joining us tonight, we just want to say thank you for tuning in here. It looks like the weather is starting to clear up, and we're keeping our fingers crossed that it will so we can debut our new cable camera at halftime.
Drops back in the pocket, and he's going to be wrapped up. He tries to fight forward for a few yards. He might get back to he picked up 1 yard. He was actually stopped in the backfield, but he's able to run
pick up a yard, it looks like.
For a yard. So Clinton is going with the old dial-it-down.
With the initial contact for the Mavericks.
I believe that's a 3. So we're looking at third down and about 13 still for the Dragons.
Third down for the Dragons.
Yeah, let's see.
That field's
10,
wet.
11, 12.
We had quite a bit of rain come through here right before the game tonight. So the field is a little wet, as you see the quarterback changing out his towel.
And Jared, I feel like that can really affect the skill position guys, but I think the guys up front really kind of like having that mud in there. And play action, here comes number 11, DeLone, going around the side, and he is taken down. He does pick up, is the ball loose? No, the ball is not loose, but it's going to be fourth down and 11, 10, we'll call it 11, right at 11. Fourth down and 11 for the Dragons as they trot out their punting unit, I do believe.
One of the things that just hit me, Lee, both of these squads tonight are starting two new quarterbacks. So Austin Elliott looks like he'll be back deep for the Mavericks. And number 80 for Clinton will be punting the ball away. That's Bryce Collins.
Deep return.
I was watching him punt before the game, and he was getting
nice
some close, but the ball's wet. The ball's on the ground. He is able to get it off.
It looked like it was tipped by the Mavericks. And Mavericks going to get some really good field position.
Looks like it went out of bounds at about the 35-yard line.
So wet field caused for wet conditions. Snap was a little high, but it went through the punter's hands. He was able to get a punt off and was tipped as it was kicked. And Jared, he only gained about 10 yards.
Anderson County to put the ball in play, 1st and 10 at their own 37.
I'm going to take responsibility for that one.
So here we go. We've got 3 wides right now with a running back. Stone Hatmaker in the shotgun formation. Anderson County is going to run this quick tempo offense. Or it's a fake quick tempo, and then they look over the side. So Stone's back there at the quarterback. At the running back next to him is going to be T.J. Holmes. Down at the bottom of your screen, you've got, looks like number 10, Cam Thomas. And you got a tall wide receiver on the inside. Let's see what they do. Hand off to T.J., and he's a big old guy. And he puts his head down and picks up about 3 or 4 yards. Nice looking run there by Holmes.
I'd be willing to bet that Stone has some keys that he can look at Clinton's defense, and if they're in a certain set or something, he has a play that he's supposed to run quickly. If they're in something else, they look to the sidelines to get a new play.
Austin Elliott is the wide receiver at the bottom of your screen. At the top of your screen, you've got number 17. You've got number 17, Brandon Sneidner, and then also next to him is going to be number 24, Anthony White. Another handoff to TJ Holmes, and he falls forward. Picks up 1 or 2 yards there, Jared, but it's going to be about 3rd and 5 for the Mavericks.
Yeah, and again, we apologize if we're getting some of these names, mispronouncing them. It's our first game of the season. We'll hit our stride, but again, we're excited to be here. The first Friday night game of the year.
Adams County going with 4 wide receivers. You've got White and Seidner at the bottom of your screen. You've got Thomas and Elliott up at the top of your screen.
Another official's timeout here.
Looks like a sideline warning against the Dragons.
On the Dragons.
Jared, where's Get Back Godsey when you need him?
Actually, I had lunch with him today.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, and I saw him come up here. He has Carson with him.
How's B doing? Brandon doing all right?
Yeah, he's doing good. He has Carson. He's here tonight.
And here comes nice cutback. He dives forward.
It's not going to be enough, I don't think.
I think he's going to be about a half yard or maybe a yard short of a first down. He may have lost his shoe as well.
That will bring up 4th.
It's going to be 4th and short. Let's see what the Mavericks do. It's going to be 4th and 1.
On the stop for the Dragons.
Bring in TJ Holmes.
4th down, Mavericks.
Also in, looks like at maybe a tight end position for the Mavericks is going to be number 18, Nick Reed. Anderson County is getting down on their clock. 8 seconds to snap it. And they pick it up. Anderson County picks up an extra yard or 2, and it's going to be a first down Mavericks. Jared, I'm not sure how that play got off. It looked like Stone actually started to stop and look to the sidelines. The snap came anyway, and it almost went right into TJ Holmes' arms.
Anderson County.
So as we get a nice looking shot there, and another run by Holmes. Jared, this has been a steady diet of Holmes so far, except for the little break he had.
Yeah, what it looks like you're trying to do now is just continue to run quick runs. Now they're subbing some guys in, but there for about three or four plays, they were picking up 3 or 4 yards per carry, so that's what they were sticking to.
Looks like now they have Joshua Goodwin Miller, Jr., listed as a wide receiver, but he's lined up at running back right now for the Mavericks. They've got 4 wideouts, same 4 that we've had. Goodwin Miller in at running back, Stone Hatmaker in at quarterback. Ella bubble screen, and he gets out, spin move, he picks up the first down, he reaches out, gets the ball past the 40-yard line. That's going to be another first down for the Mavericks. Nice looking bubble screen there, Jade.
You know, I think that so far Stone's really settled down into this role as the starting quarterback for the Mavericks. And I was afraid that he might have some jitters as this game got underway. You know, Anderson County Clinton's the biggest game, you know, crosstown rivalry. It's a huge game for both squads. So I thought he might have some jitters to get started. But so far, he's ran this offense very smoothly.
1st and 10 for the Mavericks.
McCamey is yelling across the field, trying to get somebody's attention. And there's a yellow flag on the field, far side. Sideline warning against the Mavericks, it looks like.
And that's their first one.
And that'll be their
first warning against Anderson County.
So here come the Mavericks. Got 4 wides, 3 at the bottom of your screen, 1 at the top. Handoff goes up the middle. Oh, he spins out of that. Jared, he's so small, he never went down on the first hit. Spun out and ended up picking up about 5 or 6 yards. That was a nice looking run there. Once again by number 2, Joshua Goodwin Miller.
Cooper on the stop.
I think they were worried a little bit about the field conditions and the
Well, here comes Stone. He's rolling to the outside. He makes the throw. It's going to be a little bit high. Incomplete pass. He had his wide receiver get dropped down just a little bit lower. He hung into the wideout to dry there a little bit.
Yes, Winchester looks like he's playing both ways.
He came up and he made a nice little defensive play there. Nice hit. Not too early either. It was a clean play. So here come the Mavericks once again, Hatmaker in the shotgun formation.
Clinton runs looks like a 4-3 style defense, but occasionally they'll take a linebacker out and add an additional defensive back.
And fake the end around. Quarterback throws it out to the outside. Ball comes out. It's on the ground. And it looks like it's going to be Clinton basketball, or ball.
Football. Looks like Clinton came out of it. Number 35 came out of it.
Nick Graham comes out with that ball. Great play there by the Dragons. They're able to force Anderson County to fumble the ball as he was trying to go out of bounds.
You know, that's a perfect scenario for these Dragons. They're going to have to come up with some turnovers.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 Dragons. Let's see what they can get going on their offensive possession. Jared, great play there by the Dragons. Jared, there's no score yet in the game. Under 4 minutes left to go.
In the first quarter,
It's kind of a slugfest so far. Both teams coming out. Their defenses are making stands. Winchester is the lone wideout split to the bottom of your screen. He's covered up, looks like, by number 10, Thomas. And a handoff then, and Jared, the running game for the Dragons, they keep going back to it, but they've just not had any room right now. That offense, or the defensive line and linebackers for the Mavericks kind of know what's coming, and they've met the
yeah, they've really, Anderson County has stocked, they've stacked 7 or 8 in the box because they know they like to run those, off the end and right up the middle with that style offense that Clinton runs. But the first play of the game was an out to Winchester and was very successful. So I think they're going to have to go back to the air.
So Winchester's down at the bottom of the screen where they did that pass the first time. He takes the snap, throws it out to Winchester again, and he's going to be stopped for no gain. Jared, that's really the only pass play that they've gone to. And
I couldn't see who that defensive back was there, but, man, that was a good play by the Mavericks to come up and make that stop. Number 2?
I think that was camera 2.
Oh, camera 2.
Don't listen to Ryan. Ryan's calling out camera shots.
I thought he said it was number 2. I was like, oh, it's 2. What number is he?
No, he's a director. That's what directors do.
Oh.
I do that on Sunday mornings.
I'm gonna have to have Ryan start using camera 2 instead of number 2.
So here comes Winchester again at the bottom of your screen. Same type of
I think
lineup.
you'll always see him at the wide side of the field.
Well, here comes the quarterback. He's looking, and he's trying to get downfield, and that's going to be out of bounds, incomplete. And I believe that's going to be 4th down, Jude. 4th and 12. Is it 4th and 12? Yeah, it's 4th and 12 for the
Dragons. 4th down.
Are Dragons going to punt the ball, or are they going to? Nope, here comes the punting team out again. So number 80, Bryce Collins, trots out to try to get off his 2nd kick of the night.
Collins got a little bit of an earful from Coach after his first punt, so I expect this one to be much better.
Well, now in his defense, the ball is wet, and the snap was a little high. He should have it wasn't that high. He should have been able to handle it, but let's see what as Clinton brings a kind of a guy there.
It's jitters too, man.
First night, first game against your crosstown rival. And good snap. Good punt. Nice punt.
Good punt.
Oh.
Fumbled it. Did Anderson County get it back?
We're waiting to see from the referee who has it. Anderson County keeps the ball.
Anderson County keeps the ball.
In that situation, if you don't know that you can field that, you get out of the way.
Yeah, let it go.
We were offense has been able to move the ball tonight.
I say we. I was a lineman. I didn't snap the ball, but they're always taught. If it's inside the 10, try to let it or just let it go. Because most likely it's going to the end zone. But he's at the 30.
You said inside the 10, let it go.
Yeah, I know. I was making a point.
All right, so here come the Mavericks.
Under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
Stone Hatmaker getting his call from the sideline, seeing what coach wants him to do. Throws it out. Number 15 gets it, and he makes a guy miss, and he gets down the sideline, picks up a first down. Nice looking run there. It looked like by number 15. That's going to be Garrison Terry. Nice looking pick up there by Terry.
Are you sure it's not
Forced out
Grayson?
of bounds by
Or is
Jacob
it Garrison?
Block.
It looks like it says
First down,
Garrison.
Anderson
Okay.
County.
Garrison. How would you pronounce that?
You're right.
I know. And here come the Mavericks. Handoff on an end around. Austin Elliott.
They're going to get a hold call there. Number 15 for the
Yep.
Mavericks going to get a
Garrison
hold call.
Terry, who just had that big pass play, and he's going to get holding in the backfield. And that's going to be a big one because that's 10 yards from the spot.
Sweep. There is a flag on the play.
So that's going to be 2nd and 25, Jude. And it's going to be holding on the Mavericks.
Holding against Anderson County.
Well, Lee, both these teams got a little growing pains so far here in the first quarter as we're down to a minute 51 to go here in the first, and we're still scoreless.
So now the Mavericks have first. Well, no, it's not a loss of down. So it's going to be. Well, I don't have a dial it down or anything to go by right now. There's nothing over there.
First, they'll replay it. So what, 20?
I mean, it's at 25. Because they got to get, or 24, they got to get to the 49, and they're on the 25. But I don't know what down it is.
They get to replay the down. Screen
pass.
Good catch.
And he keeps pushing forward, and Jared, he gets back to the original
Picks
line
up
of
about
scrimmage.
15 or 16.
Well, actually gets past the original line of scrimmage, gets out to the 40, so it's going to be a down and 9 for the Mavericks.
And Brock on the stop.
A second down. Should be second down, I think. Second down and 9.
So 2nd down and 9, a big 17-yard pickup there by the Mavericks. So Elliott, Terry, and it goes to Elliott, and he's going to be hitting the backfield. That's going to be an incomplete pass.
Pass complete.
It's going to be an incomplete pass to
Number
Terry.
15.
Kyle Trepanier, if you're watching, I just want to say yeet yeet.
Moody on the stop. Third down, Mavericks.
So here come the Mavericks. Drop back. Nice out pass, and that's going to be a first down by Austin Elliott.
Pass
Austin
complete
Elliott pushes forward.
to Austin Elliott. Resendez on the stop for the Dragons.
And that's going to be a first down Mavericks,
First
Jared.
down.
From 1st and 25 to a first down. Mavericks really moved the ball there when they needed to. They could have been really backed up in a bad situation.
Yep. Starting to settle down a little bit.
So here comes Hatmaker, hands it off again. Picks up about 4 yards on that run.
Brings them out to right at the 45-yard line.
Miller on the carry.
So it's going to be.
That might be the last play.
2nd and 7. Well, I don't know. The way Anderson County is moving the ball, I think they'll probably try to get one more play. And getting it from the sideline.
Yeah, no, that'll be the last play.
2, 1. And that's going to be it. That's the end of your first quarter. Jared, end of the first quarter. Anderson County 0, Clinton 0. What are your thoughts here in the first quarter? Defenses both showed up.
I told you, man, I thought going into this football game, we didn't have a lot of time pre-game to really talk about it, but I thought that this game was going to be a very close football game. Maybe a touchdown on either side, or at the most 2. I think this game's going to be a lot closer than a lot of people expect it to be.
So, Jared, this has been a fun week. I mean, it's game week, man. So, I mean, all week we've been pumped. You've been out here. You've been seeing them put up the zip line. They're checking the radars. Man, I hope you're able to get that up there.
I know, man.
It's going to be so awesome.
I know.
The shots we can get of the stands and of everything else going on, it's going to be great. So, here we go. We've got
I'm going to talk really nice to Ryan.
We have a kick.
See if we can't get it up.
We have a kick for $1,000 we're getting ready to watch here.
Oh, yeah. Let's see.
And
And it's
kick.
wide left.
Just a bit outside.
Wide left.
Yeah, I mean, even that part of this football game is just exciting. It adds to the atmosphere here, and so we're just glad to be back at it here in Clinton.
So as we flip the football field, most of the game that we've got to see has been right in front of us. It's not been.
Yeah, no, it's been from like what, the 25 to
Yeah,
the
like 30 to pretty much 30 to 30 the entire game. It's made our job real easy.
Which means that the Public Works is going to have some work to do on this field come next week. And I got to give what? Oh, yes, that's.
Oh, wait, here comes a long pass down the field, and it's caught by the Mavericks, number 17. Touchdown, Mavericks. Brandon Seidner runs it into the end zone for the first score of the game. Jared, they came out firing bullets here in the second quarter.
Yeah,
Speaking
huge.
of second quarter,
The second quarter is being brought to you by Ace Hardware in Clinton, located at 929 North Charles G. Sievers Boulevard, Clinton, Tennessee.
Jared, what a play there. Sloan Hatmaker just dropped right back in the pocket, looked up, and Evan Winchester had a chance to tip it.
Yeah, man.
He jumped just a little early, and it fell right into the hands of Brandon Seidner, and he goes into the end zone.
That's kind of what you hope for. You're in the backyard, just throwing and catching, man.
Extra point is going to be attempted, looks like, by number 28. And the kick is good. 11:51 left to go here in the first half. Your score, Anderson County 7, Dragons 0. Jared, that was a quick score there. We went through the entire first quarter, and it's just been a defensive battle back and forth. And then all of a sudden, boom, big play there by the Mavericks.
Yeah, and it puts the Dragon offense right back out there. One play went for, 50 yards, 54 yards, something like that?
Yeah.
And they're right back out there.
And again, thank you to everyone who gave us shouts out on Facebook and on text and everything, letting us know about the sound problems we had earlier. We've got them fixed. On the replays, watch out for those. I think they're going to be great on the replays. I mean, you get to hear my velvety voice anyway. And,
Your sultry voice.
So, but thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to everyone involved with ACTV Sports. Thank you to the commissioners. Thank you to the county mayor's office. Everybody down at the Office of Technology, Anderson County Schools, everybody involved. We just really
Comcast and AT&T.
Yeah, Comcast and AT&T that helped provide the funding for us to get put on, and we really just want to thank everyone involved. And this is such a fun thing for us to get ready to do.
You know, our goal is to put out a good product for our community, and each year we try to take a step forward, and without the community support, we can't do that. And so we just want to thank you for all that you do, and what a great night for football. It looks like maybe some sprinkles.
Start to sprinkle a little bit. I see a lot of commotion in front of me getting some rain, and the kick goes into the end zone. Jared, what a kick. How long has it been since we've seen a Maverick put a ball into the end zone?
I don't know, a little while. I can't remember.
That was a nice leg right there.
I mean, that's always your goal. In high school sports, they can't bring the ball out. So
it's an automatic shot to the 20-yard line.
So you get taken directly to the 20-yard line, and that's kind of, if you can do that every week, that's what you're trying to do.
Yeah, my bad. So let's see what the Dragons can do. They really aren't known to have the quick strike offense that the Mavericks have.
They do have some athletes, though.
Oh,
so,
they do.
Things can happen.
Winchester can take one down the field as fast as anybody. But it's just that their offense is a little bit more methodical. They do a little bit more running plays. And there's a flag on the play. Let's see what this is for. Maybe a timeout by the Dragons before the play clock.
Former principal Eric Schneider just joined us in the press box this evening. He is now the Director of Instruction and Secondary Education for the Anderson County school system. Welcome to the press box, sir. I think I scared him when I...
You said his name and I felt him jump a little bit. I didn't know what was going on.
I'd be willing to bet if he had to admit it, he's probably pulling for them Dragons tonight.
I mean, he was a, he was a.
So he,
yeah.
so he, he works with, he works very closely with a Maverick, a big Maverick. So Greg Deal.
Yeah.
Even though his son is at Clinton as an
Coach,
assistant
yeah.
principal.
And then you had, Dr. Parrott, which is still weird for me to say that, but he had both of his kids went to Anderson County.
Well, he's zoned out there.
And then Tim went to Clinton, and now he's the director of schools, and he was a prince. I mean, it's just crazy.
Well, he's wearing both. He's wearing both colors tonight. Here goes Clinton.
Nice run play there. He scoots away from the first
Close
two
to a first
tacklers.
down.
And there he goes.
I think he may have picked up the first down.
Let's see where they spot it. He may be a half yard short. If I'm looking across the field, if he got right to the 30-yard line,
I don't know, man. They may have to pull the string.
Tanner Goins on the stop.
Pull the chain.
No,
they're giving it to him. First down.
Dragons. Nice looking run there by the Dragons. Number 15 there, Blake Cooper picks up 10 yards. Nice looking run. Mavericks in their white helmets with white uniforms, blue pants, white stripes down the side. Dragons in their traditional black on black with the white helmets and the gray stripe. It's kind of weird seeing the white helmet on the Dragon side, though, Jade. I'm not quite used to that. Handoff on the inside. Here comes number 6, and he picks up a nice little run there, and he picks up about 6 or 7 yards.
Yeah, their new logo is pretty cool.
I can't see what it is, but it's. Maybe we can get one of the camera guys to get a close-up shot of their helmets. I'd like to see what the new logo really looks like. Is it just the orange C on the side? Or is there something in the middle?
Yeah, there's a dragon.
Okay. So here come the Dragons. This time they've got 3 in the back, 4 in the back, 2 in the backfield, and 2 signed up at tight end type area.
There he goes.
And he's got some space, and DeLone picks up another first
Crosses the 50-yard line.
Nice looking run there by Deshaun, Jared.
Yeah, they're starting to get on a roll here and get their stride.
Eli Deshaun with a pickup and first down there. Nice looking run.
You know, you may not be able to see it on the screen, but the rain is falling here. Not heavy, but it is falling.
Just enough to be annoying.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try to run down some of these starters, at least on the offensive line there for the Dragons. It looks like it's pretty easy as far as numbers go. I think 52, Isaac Murphy, looks like he is going to be at center. And then at the guards, it looks like you've got number, I believe it's 55, Ty Harrell. And on the other side, it's number 54, Gavin Bollinger. And those are the guards.
53 and 56 are the tackles.
And there's a blow the whistle dead.
53 and 56 are the tackles.
The tackles are 53. So that's Michael Stevenson and Trevor Linderman. So really it just goes 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. Makes it easy on us.
Yeah, there's a really cool shot of Linderman on the front of a local publication that that you're actually using tonight with the roster.
Yeah.
It's a really cool shot of him.
So here come the Dragons, second down and about 8. And they've been able to move the ball really well on this drive. Let's see if they can keep pushing it forward. Deshaun goes in motion. It's a pitch to Deshaun on the outside.
He's got some blockers.
He's got some room on the outside. And then looks like one of Anderson County's defensive players went for a strip, number 18, instead of going for the tackle.
67 got the tackle.
67 got him down. That's going to be the nose tackle, Waylon Harris. But it looked like number 18 for the Mavericks, Nick Reed, went for the ball instead of the tackle. Right now, with the way the Dragons are running this, you have got to go to the tackle and get them all the way to the ground if you want to try to slow them down.
So as you can tell, the styles are completely different here. Anderson County calls all their plays from the line of scrimmage, and Clinton huddles.
Handoff inside, picks up some yardage. He's running forward. He stood up. Whistle's blown, and they wisely let him go. No extracurriculars. Good job by both teams. He picks up maybe a yard and a half, maybe a yard on that one. It's going to be, well, let's see where they mark it. Wow, about 3 yards.
About a 3-yard carry.
So it's going to be 2nd and 7 for the Dragons.
Cooper on the carry.
So if I differentiate the styles, the Dragons have more of the remember the Titans, methodical plays, Coach Herman Boone, Denzel Washington, move the ball down the field.
Weak side.
Strong side. Now, again, I'm talking about offensive styles. And then
that was the only movie quote from that movie that I could think of off the top of my head.
And then for the Mavericks, their offensive style is more of the West Canaan Coyotes. Is that what it was?
The oop-de-oop.
With the oop-de-oop with Tweeter.
Yeah.
Now Tweeter is something totally different.
Dr. Parrott has him a tweeter.
So here come the Dragons. Handoff to the inside. Picks up the first down. Still going forward. He stretches out. He gets inside the 15-yard line. And, Jared, the Dragons have just lined up and said, we're coming at you, and the Mavericks can't do anything about it.
Yeah, they keep to just march down the field, and this is the exact kind of drive that they're looking for. Slow, methodical. They want to run as much time off that clock as possible. If you remember, they started Anderson County started the second quarter with a touchdown strike on the first play, and since then it's been all Dragons, and now we're down to just under 7.5 minutes to go here in the second.
Handoff to Blake Moody again. I believe that's Moody. Blake Cooper. And see how many yards they get him on that one. It may just picked up a couple on that one.
Waylon Harris on the stop for Anderson County.
So here come the Dragons once again, second down and about 8. This time it looks like the quarterback fell. Okay, it was a fumble, and then he fell on it, so he did fall. But
don't forget to stay tuned with us for halftime activities as if the band does come out on the field to play, they will be covered just like the football game, so stick with us. Looks like the ponchos and the
number 1, Andy King, is out to the wide side of the field now for the Dragons instead of Winchester. Winchester must be getting a little break on the sideline. Jacob Brock in the under center. Jacob with the pitch to Deshome again, and he's going to get by the first wave, tries to stretch it out. He gets out to about the 10-yard line.
11. I think they're going to mark him in at the 11.
Harris once again on the stop.
So he is going to be about 3 or 4 yards short of the first down.
So they're in the red zone.
I think they call it the orange zone, Jed, because Clinton is orange. Yeah, it's going to be 4th down and about 5. Watch for that pass play on this one, Jared. As there's a timeout called. And it is going to go to the Mavericks. With 5 minutes and 24 seconds left to go here in the first half. Your score, Mavericks 7, Dragons 0. Dragons driving, though, inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, Lee, we were kind of hard-pressed to get this information out quickly as the quarter started. But, again, I want to remind you the second quarter is being brought to you by Ace Hardware in Clinton, located at 929 North Charles G. Severs Boulevard, Clinton, Tennessee.
As we are in a timeout right now, Jared, and I keep watching our numbers because I'm interested in seeing how many people watch us, and we are up to, we have stayed at over...
Right around 100 viewers.
Over 100 viewers. A lot of them are friends of ours that we graduated with. So this is great, man. I'm just so happy.
That's just on Facebook.
That's just on Facebook.
Yep.
We got over 100 viewers, and it's been there the entire. So we're gonna, one source on Facebook.
That's just on one source on Facebook. Okay. So that's just the ACTV source. So we're also streaming on the Anderson County Schools website, I believe, or Twitter, or Facebook.
Are we on Twitter? Are we on Twitter?
We'll try to get some numbers. That way, you guys,
because it's just so interesting. Yeah. I know I am.
So there's what, maybe 4,000 people here tonight, Lee? Is that a good estimate?
Probably.
So
And
that doesn't count the numbers at home.
Anderson County stops, so Mavericks are going to take over on defense. Tried to play a nice handoff there to Deshaun, but he's just stuffed. And they just tried running it up the middle, and the Mavericks wouldn't let them do it. Now the Mavericks get the ball back. So let's see what the Mavericks can do on offense. But Dragons have chewed up over 6 minutes off this clock. The Mavericks scored with 11:51 left to go in the first half. And now we're at 5:19.
And the Mavericks hand it off. He's stopped by the Dragons.
I'm not sure how much passing we're going to see right now with as wet as things have started to get.
Yeah, they're going to have to break out a lot of towels tonight.
Ty Harrell on the stop.
Harrell with the stop. Nice stop there by Harrell.
Second
Gets
down,
back to the
Mavericks.
original line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 2nd down and 10. Takes the snap, pitches it to the outside. He's got some blockers. He does get around. He's pushed out of bounds. He gets out to about maybe the 15-yard line, 16-yard line.
Miller on the carry, forced out of bounds.
Guys, if you're out there and you're watching on any of the social media platforms from any of the things, thank you so much. Be sure to share it for us and just try to get the word out there, guys. We love you guys. We really do. Thank you so much for watching. And here comes, and that's going to be tipped up.
Was that intercepted? No. No. It looked like it was.
Knocked down
Knocked down at the line, and then
at the line of scrimmage.
is that going to be 4th down, Jared? 4th and 6 or 4th and 7?
Yeah, that's a dangerous situation too, because a high snap here can cost the team a touchdown,
Or at least 2 points.
Yeah, it looks like they'll be standing on their own, 3 or 4 yard line. Looks like 35 for Clinton has come to play tonight. He's made a couple of big plays.
Nick Graham.
Bethel in punt formation.
Timeout by the Dragons.
Timeout, Dragons.
Jared, with 4:39 left to go, your score, Anderson County 7, Dragons 0.
For those of you watching at home, it seems like because of the rain and the field conditions and the bands that are not marching tonight, it looks like we're going to cut halftime down to 15 minutes and get this game back underway. So they will have a short halftime. Stay with us. We'll try to bring you some coverage here. And as the hometown faithful are sticking it out, it's pouring the rain, but it looks like they're staying strong. Nobody's going home. So no bands tonight.
And I think I hear the rain falling on the microphone out there as well.
Well, it's falling on the tent that's above the microphone.
Oh, gotcha. So here come the Mavericks. Snap is on the ground. He tries to run with it. He gets the kick
He
off.
gets it off.
He gets a nice little Maverick roll.
It's a miracle he got the kickoff. And he gets it out to the 40-yard line. So that's what, a net of maybe 25?
Yeah.
Something like that?
That could have ended up a lot worse for the Mavericks, and it actually is a pretty good thing there for the Dragons.
So far tonight, we've had a couple of muffed punts. We've had a fumble recovered. And I think the rain is definitely playing a factor. This early in the season, you really haven't had a whole lot of opportunity, especially in the weather that we've been having recently, to really do a lot of wet ball drills.
So the Dragons are set up in that same formation. This time the handoff is to Shom again, and he is stacked up and taken down. Big tackle there by Russ Lindsay, number 54.
Yeah, Lindsay wasn't going anywhere.
He wrapped him up and put him down.
Russell Lindsay on the stop.
Yeah, that kid got thrown to the ground pretty hard. He's grabbing his shoulder on the sidelines. He's going to have to be seen by the trainer. Number 2 went in to replace Deshaun.
Reverse.
Trick play.
Winchester trying to throw it, and he's going to be wrapped up. Taken down by number 18 there, Nick Reed.
So he tried to step up and throw the football. That's what it looked like, and there was nothing there. He
looks like a double reverse pass. Just a long developing play, and with those linebackers of the Mavericks coming up and coming fast, you got to get rid of that ball. I like the play call, but it's just a slow developing play. If you don't have the line for it, you got to be careful.
Well, he made the right call to try to tuck it and make something happen, but there was just nothing there.
So ticking down to around 3 minutes left to go. It's 3rd and 24 for the Dragons. And he's trying to do a throwback, and he drops it. Could have been a pick 6 right there for number 30 for the Mavericks.
Under 3 minutes to go here. It looks like it'll bring up 4th down. And they're going to come out and try to punt this football.
We've already had a few issues here, Jay.
Clinton's had some punting woes, as have the Mavericks.
Yeah, both teams have. As a long snapper, Jared, in this type of weather, what were you trying to do? Where were you trying to place that?
Well, first of all, I wanted to make sure that whoever the ball boy or ball girl was that night put a fresh, dry football out there for me to snap. And then secondly, I'm keeping my hands covered on my towel when I get out there because it's very slick. Those leather footballs get very slick.
You got that punt away. See what happens?
Just like that.
Oh, he was down.
That should be a foul, and it
will be. He was down on his knee when he picked the ball up.
I will say this. I didn't hear a whistle.
But he was on his knee.
That's true, but I didn't hear a whistle. That's on the referee.
Oh,
they teach you to play till the whistle blows. Now, don't get me wrong. He was down, but they should call it. They should wave it off.
Foul against the Dragons.
All right. So
it's a safety thing. You don't want to see a kid get hurt. I get it. But I did not hear a whistle.
I understand the point. I did not hear a whistle. But if you see a player is picking a ball up off the ground and he is laying on the ground when he starts to pick it up and his knees are down, you have to know not to hit them.
Right. But you get my point. There was not a whistle blown.
I understand that. I do. And also understand that they're going to err on the side of safety.
Oh, they should. Always.
Right.
Yeah, it was a foul. It was a foul.
Maybe the referee tried to blow the whistle, but the whistle fell out of his mouth because of the rain.
Oh, it's the rain's fault again.
Exactly. Don't blame it on the rain. Handoff up the middle. Picks up about 7 or 8 yards.
On the carry.
That clock will continue to roll. 2:30, almost down to 2:30 here to go in the second quarter. Remember, we're going to go to a shortened halftime. Because of the rain, it'll just be a 15-minute halftime, and the bands are not playing this evening, but which is a bummer. But we were fearful of this all week. We've been watching the weather.
So that's why we don't think that we're going to get to debut.
Clinton got the ball.
Fumble on the exchange. Fumble recovered by Jacob Linderman.
I missed the play.
So it wasn't a bad snap. It was a fumbled snap, and the ball got laid on the ground. Linderman fell on it before Stone could get to it.
Good, great play there by Linderman. I looked down to try to get some numbers here off the rosters.
Quit making excuses. Lee.
I was looking down at the roster. My phone's not even on.
I want solutions.
Well, Clinton's got the ball. There's your solution. So here come the Dragons. Deshaun goes in motion, handoff on the inside. He's trying to bounce it out to the outside. not quite able to make the corner. He's taken down by a couple Mavericks. Looks like number 6,
He's going to be injured on the play.
and number 18,
with the tackle.
Reed. And Deshaun probably shouldn't have gone back into it. He was hurt at the end of that
He was
last
hurting
play
his shoulder. He was grabbing his shoulder at the end of their last series, and now looked like he's grabbing a lower ligament.
It might be an ankle. I don't want to speculate, but the way he's hopping around. Run up the inside, interior run by Blake. What's his name? Blake
Cooper on the carry.
Yeah, there's not going to be, I think Clinton's out of timeouts, if I'm not mistaken. So that clock is going to continue to roll.
No, each team still has one.
Each team has one.
According to the scoreboard.
Okay.
Another handoff on the inside to Cooper, and he's going to get stuffed. He doesn't get anywhere on that one. He
Dropped
loses a
for a
couple
loss.
yards.
Going with the stop for Anderson County.
So nice looking stop there by the Mavericks. Under a minute left to go. You've got about 35 seconds left, probably around 30 seconds by the time they snap this ball. And he's looking deep. Brock keeps it.
Brock on the carry.
Brock is pulled down, trying to stretch out his back, it looks like.
Matthew Murphy on the stop. Short of the first down, Anderson County takes over on down.
So that was 4th down. It is Maverick football. Jed, what do you think Anderson County's going to do right
Well,
here?
17.7 seconds left in a rivalry game. He's
shot,
going to run a play.
One shot. Oop to you.
Yeah.
Tweeter, run deep.
The annexation of Puerto Rico.
All right, wait a minute. That's a different movie now.
The Little Giants. Best football movie ever made.
Oh, here he comes. He's got a lane. There's still one timeout left. 9.3 as they move the sticks.
Miller on the carry.
Timeout was taken.
Timeout by the Mavericks. Jared, they have a legit shot to take a shot down the field right now. Now that they're right around the 50.
9.3 seconds left.
See what type of arm Stone Hatmaker has. Try to get a dry ball out there for him, looks like. Okay, what I'm going to do right here, boys, I'm going to run right up the middle. Run right up the middle, boy. Woo, boy. Right up the middle, boy.
What's that, water boy?
Sure. Maybe a former coach. Who knows? Not here, Clinton.
Again, I just want to say thank you for tuning in with us tonight. Be sure to stay with us for live coverage throughout the evening. And we'll try to get some game updates. Maybe at halftime, we'll try to look up some scores of some surrounding teams. Powell was able to come up with a big win last night. We'll hold that score for halftime. But
so instead of a halftime performance, we're going to give you a halftime update on local scores of the area, scores of interest. We will still have a halftime, programming,
coverage,
but it just won't be.
It won't be what you're wanting.
Stone fires down deep.
Intercepted.
And that's going to be halftime.
That's it.
It's an interception, and they had to take a shot down the field. Jared, and we are at halftime. Your score, Anderson County 7, Clinton High School 0. Jared, this is the hard-fought battle that we had talked about here in the first half. So, before we start our halftime festivities, we just would like to let you know that halftime is being brought to you by Meadowview Senior Living in Clinton, located at 111 ACHS Lane, Clinton, Tennessee. Meadowview Senior Living. And Jared, as we try to look up some other scores,
bear with us. We're going to be working Twitter really hard.
The first thing I'm going to do is let them know about the game last night. So, I don't know if you all know this, but we have a friend of ours that plays at Powell High School. He was the ring bearer in my wedding. Their family has been families of our friends a lot longer than Jared's been alive, longer than I've been alive. It's great. So first off, I would like to congratulate Charles Heron and the Powell Panthers for beating Greenville last night.
They ended like a 30-game win streak?
30-game win streak, something that Anderson County has not been able to do over the past few years in the playoff matchups. So congratulations to Powell. I believe it was 19-17. It was a game that was delayed by weather a few different times, and the game ended up not being over until after midnight. So congratulations to Powell for knocking off Greenville. Way to go, guys, and that's just been great. So we're trying to look up and get any other local sports. So if any of our friends out there watching us on any of the platforms could message us any scores of interest that you may have, that would be fantastic.
You know, one other thing that we want to make mention of tonight.
Oh yes,
most of the high school football teams in East Tennessee are wearing little orange ribbons on the back of their helmets for a great, for a very important reason, and we just want to make mention of it real quick.
Up at Campbell County High School.
Yeah, Campbell County. Justin Price, the head coach.
Do you need me to do it?
You can do it. I'll do it. He's just he was a senior when I was in 8th grade, and
he graduated with me.
He graduated with you?
Yeah.
He was I thought he graduated the
maybe
year
after. But Justin and Matt both did, and
they played football at Anderson County.
They coached at Anderson County.
They coached at Anderson County for a time. They are from the Campbell County area originally, and they had the opportunity about 10 years ago to go back and become the head football coach and defensive coordinator they've been there about 10 years, but Justin and his lovely wife, they had a baby boy about 5 months ago, and at his normal checkup, they found some abnormal blood tests and
elevated blood count.
Yeah, and so they ran it again, and unfortunately the diagnosis was that baby Jack Price was diagnosed with leukemia, and so the community has really rallied around these guys. I even saw on Twitter, I think it was, or maybe Facebook today, some local elementary schools that were wearing orange in honor of him. So definitely our thoughts and prayers are with the Price family and everything that they're going through. But all season long, it looks like the little orange ribbons are going to be back on the backs of these helmets. It's a tight community of football coaches, especially head coaches, and there's not a ton of them. And so they appreciate the love and support and prayers that they're getting. And I know that it's a really cool how they're coming together to support this family.
Absolutely, and so just I know I speak for myself and everybody here at ACTV that we shout out and give all the love and everything that we can to Jack Price and his family. And I'm getting some music, maybe some American Woman. I'm not quite sure what that song was. But just thank you guys so much, and please keep that family, the Price family, in your thoughts and prayers as we lift them up, and just really want to thank everybody for them. Jared, any scores of interest?
But while you're looking up some scores, I just want to make mention the first half was brought to you by Ace Hardware in Clinton, located at 929 North Charles G. Severs Boulevard, Clinton, Tennessee. Thank you for all that you've done for our community. And then a reminder that halftime is being brought to you by Meadowview Senior Living in Clinton, located at 111 Acuff Lane, Clinton, Tennessee. Shout out to them. They want to highlight the bands all season long. They'll be with us all season long with support of the halftime show and the bands. So I wanted to give a shout out to them.
And if I'm not mistaken, I believe it's the senior director there at Meadowview. I think she had 2 children who went through high school band programs, and she really wants to highlight them as you know, just
her 2 good children.
Yeah, her better 2 children. Sorry, love you, Mom. So
hashtag mom life.
So, but as we keep going, let's see if we can find some.
That's what you were supposed to be doing, but instead you're talking.
that's kind of what isn't that what I'm supposed to do?
Not while I am. You're supposed to be looking for scores.
You always talk.
Oh, man.
What's the name of
So next week's coverage will be Clinton High School versus CAK. So we're excited to be back with you again next week here in Clinton, as that will be our second game of the year. Right now, it looks like we have 5 games on our schedule. The first 2 are here at Clinton, and then I think we alternate Anderson County and Clinton, and then we finish up at Anderson County at the end of the season. So right now we have 5 games on the schedule. We'll keep you up to date if that changes, but we're excited to be able to bring you this coverage live on ACTV.
All right, let's see here. I've got some Chattanooga area scores. I don't know how helpful that would be. What you got? All right, so just a quick viewership update. So we've got all these different types of media that we run on. We've got Comcast and AT&T, which we really don't have the numbers for right now. But we do have, our Facebook viewers. And guys, our Facebook viewers, we love you guys. You guys are awesome. We're up over 7,300 individual views on Facebook. 7,300 individual views. That's 7,300 different sets of eyes. Unless they have it running on their TV or something where everybody else can see it in the house. But that's
we
that
wouldn't
many.
Know that.
No, but that's that many people that we're reaching. So we're really reaching the community. And guys, we just would like to thank you so much. The only way that we keep to do this is by you all supporting us that way. You all, keep watching, keep hitting us up, giving us information. So I think Jared and I are going to take just a little bit of a break. We've been going and talking, pretty straight now for going on an hour and a half. So Jared and I are going to take a little 10-minute break. We will be right
It'll
back.
It'll be less than that, Lee. There's only 8 minutes left in the half.
All right, Jared and I are going to take about a 3.5-minute break. We're going to see if we can find some scores, and then we'll be back with the conclusion of halftime. Thank you all so much for watching us, and we'll be back here in just a couple minutes here on ACTV Sports. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, with the end of halftime. We got a couple minutes left to go here in halftime. Quick score rundown. Central is leading Cleveland 21-7. Gibbs over Halls 13-7. Catholic over Chucky Doak 41-0. Close game there. Oliver Springs over Oneida 7-0. Lenore City over Heritage 14-7. Jeffco leads Sevierville 18-16. Mo West over Morristown East 13-7. And then Harriman 0, Roane County 14.
That Mo East, Mo West game has a tie into the area. Caleb Slover, former quarterback at the
formerly the coach at Cott County, I do.
Yeah, he's at Mo East now, I believe.
So as we finish up halftime, I also want to let you know one more time, halftime has been brought to you by Meadowview Senior Living in Clinton, located at 111 Acuff Lane, Clinton, Tennessee. Once again, Meadowview Senior Living. So, Jared, what do you expect to see here? This type of weather really plays more into Clinton-style football. The slower, methodical, moving the ball up and down the field. That fits more into, what Clinton likes to do with the rain. Anderson County likes to throw the ball around a little bit, and as we can see, just on punts and receiving punts, this wet football has been causing havoc.
Yeah, and I think that'll continue throughout the night. This rain has not let up once it set in about midway through the second quarter.
Yep.
And I don't think it'll let up the rest of the night.
Well, luckily there hasn't been anything.
There was some lightning over in the area over the left side. You may have picked it up on the screen.
I think you misjudged that. I don't think that's what that was.
I think that's what that was, Lee. I think.
Jared, I will punch you in the throat.
Now you're threatening violence.
It's a joke.
That is not condoned on this station.
It is a joke. Kind of like your golf game. It's just a joke.
Would that be considered bro on bro con? You're my brother.
I know that.
Well,
I guess it would be.
So
here come the Dragons.
Let's see if the.
And they may be going right back into the.
Yep. Nope.
Well, we haven't been told anything official, so I think maybe you just had a little flash in your eye or something. I'm not sure what you were looking at.
It was the all those cameras they've got here tonight.
Yep, I figured it was.
What it was.
So as we are getting ready to come back to live football action, Jared, 7-0, with the weather and everything else, Anderson County. Let's see what the referees are doing. See, they're coming back out on the field. Everything looks good to go. So their teams are just doing a few little warm-ups before we get back. Let's see here. Any other big football news or anything coming up anytime soon?
Only the second season for Coach Jeremy Privet.
Oh, is that starting up soon?
Yeah.
So let's see here. They play the juggernaut that is Georgia State.
Georgia State.
So that should be the first one win of
What
the
is
season.
it, like 14-7 game? You think it'd be a defensive struggle?
I'm sorry, do you remember App State 2 or 3 years ago?
Well, App State at least has like a Division I win.
Over Michigan 15 years ago.
Like 19 years ago.
My
Actually, I
goodness.
think I was like a freshman or a sophomore in college when that happened.
So as the teams are ready, are done warming up, Clinton's got their kicker out there putting a few more balls up, getting ready to kick the ball off. Jared, let's hope that we're able to get through this game. I'd be happy with a running clock in the second half. I don't know about you, but
That's not going to happen. The score is too close.
I'm just saying because of the weather.
Well, they don't do it for weather. They do it for one reason.
I know.
Again, if you're just joining us, thank you for tuning in to tonight's live action, the ACTV Game of the Week. Ryan with ACTV texted me a few minutes ago, said we've already had 7,300 unique viewers, 7,300 sets of eyes, so that's pretty exciting for our community. Considering in Clinton, the city of Clinton, there's only about 10,000.
So we're just getting everybody in Clinton. How's the rain looking out there? Still wet?
Seems like it might be easing up maybe a little.
Oh, that'd be nice. And again, I would like to apologize. I know I got everybody excited about our, cable cam.
Way to go, Lee.
I'm still excited about it. But
Tune in next week.
And
Pray for good weather.
This is what we call a teaser.
Yeah.
So the teaser is to watch next week in order to be able to see what's going on with the cable cam. It wasn't a teaser intentionally, though. Just weather is not permitting.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Marcus and Andy and Ryan, and even the interns that really helped get that cable up this week. It's been a labor of love, and they were able to get it up, but we are unable to put it out tonight because of the weather.
So
Drumbach to kick off for the Dragons.
It must be 7 miles away.
So here we go. And the kick is up. Shorter kick. It is fielded cleanly, and here come the Mavericks. He makes a couple guys miss. He makes the kicker miss. He's at the 50. He's down to the 40, 30, down to the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Mavericks. Kickoff return for a touchdown. No flags on the field.
Number 14
Number
for the Mavericks.
14 for the Mavericks. That's going to go down as a kickoff return touchdown for Bryson Vowell. Bryson Vowell, is that
14.
freshman?
He's got some wheels.
6 foot tall, 160, and he just flew up the field, Jared. That was big play there by the Mavericks, obviously.
So just like that, Anderson County has extended their lead out to 13, pending the extra point.
And the kick is up. Is there a flag?
Doesn't look like it.
It's good.
And it is good. 15 seconds into the second half, Anderson County puts points on the board, 14-0 now over the Dragons. Jay, that was quick.
Yeah, somebody wasn't able to keep their lane. That's what they call that, staying in your lane. Now Clinton will have the opportunity to answer.
What a run back, Jed. I mean, he made two guys miss, and then he made the kicker miss, and then once he got there, it was just a foot race, and that kid can fly. Nobody was going to catch him from behind.
Man, that's exciting for a freshman. Big rivalry game, first game of your high school career, and return one for a touchdown.
Hey.
Anderson County is lining up to kick off. Looks like you've got a couple guys deep for the Dragons.
Bethel to kick off.
I'm having a hard time seeing numbers on that side of the field.
Yeah, windows are kind of muddied up a little bit.
They are.
I can't, right through here it is. And kick is up, and it's into the end zone. That's going to be another touchback.
Kick into the end zone is the automatic touchback. Dragons took the ball and play. First and 10 at their own 20.
So Dragons will take over for the first offensive possession here in the second half. If you missed it on the kickoff, going in after the halftime, after the halftime that was brought to you by Meadowview Senior Living in Clinton, located at 111 ACHS Lane in Clinton, Tennessee, the Mavericks took off and ran a touchdown back. That's the second quarter in a row Anderson County has scored quick. And by the way, Jared, tell us about the third quarter.
Well, the third quarter is being brought to you by Ace Hardware in Clinton, located at 929 North Charles G. Sievers Boulevard, right here in Clinton.
And a stop there by the Mavericks. Looked like it was a handoff again to look like number 15, Blake Cooper. Blake has gotten a lot of run tonight. They've handed the ball off to him quite a bit. He's been able to break off some good runs. So here come the Dragons. This time throws it out to Winchester. Winchester catches it, and he's taken down in front of the 30-yard line. He's going to be about a yard short of the first down, it looks like.
Yes, good-looking play. Winchester, remember, first play from scrimmage, he was the one that was able to pick up the first down.
Third down, Dragons.
Hello, the former Mayor Wimp is here with us this evening. Harassing me. He had a grandson that played out here last year. ETSU. He's now at ETSU.
Handoff again to, and they pick up the first down there. Nice looking run there by Blake Cooper.
Max Oglesby with the stop.
It seems like since this rain set in, it's kind of slowed everything down. Everything seems a little slower except for that kickoff return.
Jed, I've seen a few flashes. I don't think that's quite close enough for them to.
7 miles, I think, is the if they're within 7 miles, they'll stop play for 30 minutes.
Handoff around the side. And he's going to be taken down for about a 1-yard loss. He may have got back to the original line of scrimmage, but tried to stretch the play out up top and just cut down.
Moody on the carry. Drop for no gain.
So here come the Dragons once again. Number 10, Jacob Brock in at quarterback. They've got Cooper as the deep running back. You've got a couple of flanks on the either side. You got somebody coming in motion. Back to Cooper once again. Jared, they fed him. He just doesn't have the pop getting up the middle that he had earlier in the game. But he's
I think
run
he's starting
a lot.
to get a little winded, and they keep going to the same workhorse.
I have not seen Deschamps come back in the game after his second injury. I don't really see him. He's down on the sideline on the far end. Still got his helmet on. I just haven't seen him go back into the game yet. Hopefully he's okay. This time they're looking to throw it. He's trying. He throws it away.
He got outside the tackle box.
Brock's pass intended for Moody.
Looked like there might have been a little miscommunication because the receiver didn't come back to the ball, and coach is letting him hear about it.
4th down for the Dragons.
Brings up 4th down, and the Dragons will go on to punt with 8:11 to go here in the third quarter.
Let's see who the Mavs drop back and punt. Looks like it's going to be Austin Elliott.
Bryce Collins in punt formation. Elliott deep to receive for Anderson County.
All right, here comes the punt. Again, it's a high punt. And it's blocked by the Mavericks, picked up. He's taking it into the end zone. Touchdown Mavericks. Number 28 for the Mavericks, Daniel Bethel, picks up the blocked punt and takes it into the end zone.
Yeah, so far tonight, there's been just mistake after mistake here with this Dragon team, and those are hard to overcome. They've had some punting woes all night.
That one was blocked. And then Bethel picked it up and ran it right back into the end zone.
There is a flag on the play.
I'm on. We had the exact same shot.
So it may be on Anderson County. They're coming to talk to the coach. It may have been a dead ball, so he may take it on the kickoff.
So Henry and I had the exact same shot.
It is a dead ball on the Mavericks. Look like unsportsmanlike.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike penalty against the Mavericks. Correction on that play. Mason Fields returns the blocked punt for a touchdown.
They said it was Mason Fields that returned that for a touchdown. It looked like it was 28.
That's kind of what I thought too, but that corner of the field is a little darker.
26 maybe instead of 28, so maybe that was it. Either way, that was if it's Mason Fields, I mean, that was just a good play there by the Mavericks.
You notice who's out there holding the ball for the kick? That'd be the quarterback.
Oh, he did it on the first one as well.
Yep. I like to see, guys step up and do that kind of thing.
And the kick is up, and it is good. 8:02 left. Anderson County, quick strike. I wouldn't say offensive, but it's been a big plays by the special teams so far. Special teams is that third point that you've got to always, protect and attack with.
And it just goes to prove you that all three facets of the game are just as important. So we're going to line up for another kick here. Number 7 and number 47 are back to return for the Dragons.
I don't know if the ball is going to get that deep with the penalty on the unsportsmanlike. So Mavericks are actually going to have to kick it off from the 25-yard line.
So the Dragons should be set up
The
for good field
unsportsmanlike
position
conduct penalty against the Mavericks
as they're getting ready
enforced
to
on
get
the kickoff.
underway here.
Mavericks will be kicking off
8:02
from
to go
their
here
own
in the third
25.
quarter.
I had to kill my monitor over here. The battery's dead on it. I'll borrow yours.
Sure. We can share.
So it looks like we have a left-footed kicker. He kicks it off. It's a high,
Good
deep
kick.
kick. Very good kick. Bounces at the 20 and
It
dives.
dives.
So Dragons get the ball out past the 30-yard line, about 31 yards. And that's where they'll take over on offense. Good field position by the Dragons, about 10 or 11 yards further than their average starting field position.
Wyatt Russell on the return for the Dragons. They'll put the ball in play 1st and 10 at their own 31.
So the Dragons come out on offense. Jared, outside of one big offensive play for the Mavericks, offenses really haven't been able to get anything. Either offense hasn't been able to get anything going. And the Mavericks haven't even had an offensive play in the second half yet.
No, they haven't. They've scored both their touchdowns here in the second half.
Special team.
On
And
special
cut
teams.
back by the Dragons. He's got some room. He's down at the 50. Got a nice angle on him, and he is put down right around the 40-yard line.
Yeah, he put his helmet down and just plowed over the defender.
Good run there by number 40 for the Dragons, Connor Moody. So he's able to cut back and make a nice run there.
1st down, Dragons.
Big play there by Moody. The Dragons needed that in order to try to get back into this game. There's still a lot of game left to play.
$7:24 to go here in the third quarter.
Moody in motion. Drops back, throws it to Winchester. Winchester spins out of bounds. He may have picked up 2 or 3 yards.
One thing I noticed there, the
Maybe 4 yards.
Testerman was able to pick up the blitz there from the Mavericks.
Looks like Deshoman's back in the game.
The digital play clock is down to 17 seconds.
I like that they've added that in high school football, where they can actually see it.
Yeah, back in the day, back in my day, just had to watch for the referee's hand above his head.
And that, what's 5 seconds?
10.
10.
The back judge was just starting clocking it down like a.
There is a flag
Like
on
a
the
hand
play
on
on
the
the
clock.
Not even
opposite
on the
side.
carry, there's a flag on the play.
It is going to be a false start on the Dragons. It's going to back
I
them
believe
up
the
5 yards.
procedure they called against the Dragons.
Well, it's been kind of exciting here in the halfway through the third quarter. We've had a couple of special teams plays that were pretty big. Looks like the rain has settled back down.
Yeah, I mean, the way that this is going, Jared, the way Clinton's moving the ball, Anderson County may not get an offensive playoff in the third quarter. He steps up in the pocket, and he's going to be taken down
pick up a couple.
He might have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage on that one, so it's going to be 3rd and 10 for the Dragons.
Murphy on the stop for Anderson County. 3rd down for the Dragons.
I'm gonna move my camera back up.
We'll try to continue to update you on scores of interest as this evening goes on. Again, Powell played last night, came up with a big win over Greenville.
Now Alcoa in the East Tennessee area has the longest winning streak.
Who?
Alcoa, 26
Alcoa.
games.
Remember when we went over to
Dragons,
Alcoa Maryville game a few
second
years
half.
ago, got to meet Jerry Rice
I will never forget that
on
trip.
ESPN. It was covered by ESPN.
It was right around your birthday, I believe.
It was on my birthday.
Yep. Looks like Clinton may be warming up in a quarterback.
Number 8. Who is number 8 there, Lee?
It's going to be Trace Thackerson.
We know that name from the last few years, right?
At least the last name.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm assuming that's the younger brother of the Thackerson we got to see play football and basketball over the last few years here at Clinton.
So if you're just turning into us here in the 3rd quarter, you've missed 2 big plays. Both by Anderson County on special teams. To start the second half, Anderson County returned the kickoff for a touchdown, and then a block punt resulted in a touchdown for the Mavericks. Winchester looks like he's going to throw it, and he is unable to get that pass off. He's going to be ran out of bounds. It's going to be 4th down and 10 for the Dragons.
Number 18, Nick Reed.
So it looks like that's the second kind of wrinkle that they have, that they've tried to set Thackerson up to throw the ball deep. Both of them
Fourth down for the
successful.
Dragons.
It brings up 4th down, and the Dragons bring their punter back on the field.
Well, let's see if
They have an opportunity to pin them deep here.
I look for Anderson County possibly to pin their ears back and come after the quarterback again.
There is a flag on the field.
We have a flag on the field.
Let's see what this one is.
Far sideline. No. Another sideline warning, it looks like.
It's going to be a 5-yard penalty on the Mavericks, and it's still bringing up 4th down.
5-yard
They're going to bring the
penalty
offense
against
back on the
Mavericks.
field here.
Sideline violation.
They're going to bring the offense back on the
Still
field here.
4th down.
Looks like they're going to try to go for the 1st down.
They were unsuccessful on their first 4th down attempt. Let's see what the Dragons dial up for this 4th and 7, 4th and 6, something like that.
Another flag on the field by the back judge.
Delay of game against the Dragons.
So the Dragons get a delay of game call. It'll back them back up to where they just were, and the punter will come back on the field.
You got to watch when that referee marks the play as go.
Collins in punt formation.
Good snap. Almost another block. He lets
This is
the
going
ball
to pin
go.
him deep. They're going to pin him right on the 1. Was that 1 or 2?
Nice looking punt there by Collins.
What is that? The 2 or 3 yard line, it looks like.
Camden Leon downs the ball for the Dragons.
Looks like they're actually going to mark it at maybe the 3. Anderson County comes out for their first offensive play of the second half, and they are pinned deep.
Yeah, under 6 minutes to go here in the third. It's kind of hard to believe that this will be the first play
Mavericks
from
puts the ball in
scrimmage
play
for
first
the
down
Mavericks.
at their own 2.
Maker in the shotgun formation. Hands it off, runs it up the middle. He pushes forward, gets past. It's almost down to the 10-yard line, maybe
Holmes
the
on the
9.
carry.
Picks up about 6
Yeah,
yards.
54 for the Mavericks. Had a big block there. Looks like 54.
Ooh, nice.
Holmes again on the carry.
Holmes again, he doesn't pick up much of anything on that one. It's going to be 3rd and long for the Mavericks.
Might have been 52.
3rd and short for the Mavericks.
Linderman on the stop. Third down, Anderson County.
We've seen some flashes of light. And there's a timeout called by the Dragons. Coach McCamey wasn't too happy about it either.
Timeout, Dragons, their second of the second half. They have 1 remaining.
They have 1 timeout remaining here in the second half. .454 remaining in the third quarter. Anderson County 21, Dragons 0. Jared, both teams, I mean, the Clinton has not played bad tonight. I mean, I know what the scoreboard says. Anderson County hit one big offensive play to start the second quarter. And then starting the third quarter, there was the special team, the kickoff for a touchdown, and then there was that blocked punt. So 2 special team hiccups. Other than that, this has been a hard-fought game by both teams. Clinton's defense has really improved from last season. Another handoff, and it looks like he does pick up the first down.
Hatmaker on the keeper.
No, not a handoff. Hatmaker kept it.
Enough for the Anderson County first down.
So 4 wides for the Mavericks. Getting the call from the sideline.
He's trying to draw him. I think he gave him a hard count, and Clinton moved forward a little bit, but didn't cross the line of scrimmage.
Pitch to the outside. You got to drop that stick over there, whoever's holding it. You don't want to get a player injured.
Miller on the pitch from Hatmaker, forced out of bounds.
It's going to be 2nd down and about 3 for the Mavericks. Another handoff. He's bottled up in the backfield by
Miller
number 3
again
for
on
the
the carry.
Dragons.
Will Briggs on the stop
Big
for
play
the
there by
Dragons.
Briggs.
Yeah, number 2 for the Mavericks on the carry. Miller.
Godwin Miller.
It looks like Anderson County's kind of slowed things down a little bit too.
They've ran it a lot here so far. It's going to be 3rd down and about 3 or 4. Jed, I keep seeing some more flashes, and I'm afraid it's getting closer. Handoff up the middle to Godwin Miller again. Bottled up, but he may have picked up the first down.
.333 to go here in the third. To move the chains.
Anderson County.
I think Anderson County is just methodically trying to move down the field themselves.
This time it's a throw to the outside, fighting forward. he stepped out of bounds, it looks like, and
Austin Elliott on the reception.
Elliott
steps
picks
out
up
of
about
bounds.
5 yards on that one. So it's going to be 2nd and 5 for the Mavericks. Four wide receiver set, 3 at the bottom of your screen, 1 at the top. Hand off to TJ up the middle. He fights for it. He picks up the first down.
TJ Holmes carries.
Holmes with a nice first down run.
Well, it does feel like most of this game has been played like right here at midfield.
Hand off again.
Now they're going tempo a little bit.
Holmes again on the carry.
Holmes coming out. Godwin Miller coming back in.
Tackled by number 36, Skylar Guy.
Maybe a pass play dialed up here.
They do have 3 wide receivers to the bottom of the screen, 1 up top.
Throws it deep.
Overthrew him just by a hair.
Hatmaker's pass incomplete. Intended for Bryson Vowell.
He just put a little bit more air underneath that and let Bryson run under it.
Clinton did have a defender over there running stride for stride with him.
As the rain begins to fall once again. Hand off straight up the middle. Picks up another first down.
Linebacker stayed home, able to come up with a tackle, but not until after the first down.
Miller on the carry.
So that'll move the chains.
Brock on the stop for the Dragons.
2:16 to go here
First
in the
down,
third.
Anderson County.
So even though Anderson County's been running the ball a lot here in the third quarter, Jared, Dragons can't stack the box because of the threat of Anderson County throwing the ball deep. Quick out to Elliott.
Good open field tackle there. The ball, I think, maybe came loose, but he will be down. Maybe a pickup of a half a yard. So we tick under 2 minutes to go here in the third. Anderson County Mavericks lead 21-0.
Oh no, it just keeps flashing up and down on the screen.
So here come the Mavericks, now looking, double move. He's trying to find somebody, not able to. He tucks it, and he picks up the first down. Caught from
Right at it.
On the keeper.
See where they mark him.
Yeah, Stone's able to pick up the first down. They move those chains again. Minute 14 to go. When they get the chains set, the clock will
Blake
start running
Cooper on
again.
the stop. First down, Anderson County.
So Anderson County didn't have a play from scrimmage till under 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. And,
Started at their own 3.
Yeah, now we're down under a minute to go here. They've had a 6-minute drive or so.
Hand off to the inside. That linebacker stopped a huge play right there. He stayed home and was able to trip him up. Picks up about
Hughes
7 on the
carry.
play.
Brock with the stop.
Oh yeah, all day.
Anderson County makes a quick substitution. This time they're going with 3 wide receivers and 1 tight end.
15 seconds to go. Quick pitch.
He tries to get out to the corner, and he makes it to the corner, but not able to pick up
Miller
the
on
first
the
down.
pitch.
He
He's
is
pushed out of bounds.
6.3 left to go.
It's like you're reading my mind.
That's easy to do.
Itty bitty mind.
Flag on the play.
See what the penalty is.
Allen on the tackle for the Dragons.
It's a personal foul against the Mavericks.
Preliminary signal personal foul against Anderson County.
That's going to back them up 15 yards.
So what could have been a potential another first down with 6.3 seconds to go backs him up. And they'll be...
Second and 19.
No, 14 or 15. Right?
Okay, yeah, it's a spot foul. It's not a...
And that ends the
And
third
that's
quarter.
the end of the third quarter.
At the end of the third quarter, your score, Anderson County 21, Dragons 0. Mavericks driving. They've got a 2nd and 14 coming up, and we will be back with more live football action here on ACTV Sports.
Welcome back, everybody, to live fourth quarter action here on ACTV Sports. Just a reminder, the fourth quarter is being brought to you by Ace Hardware in Clinton, located 929 North Charles G. Sievers Boulevard, right here in
Third down
Clinton,
for the
Tennessee.
Mavericks.
All right, so it's going to be 3rd and about 16 for the Mavericks. Got 4 wide receivers. He throws it deep.
Caught.
And he is caught
And he hangs on to it.
right at inside the 15-yard line down to the 12.
That's the best throw Stone's made all night.
For the Dragons.
Put it
Right
on
on
a
the
rope.
mark for
First
Elliott.
down, Mavericks.
Put it on a rope.
Great looking play there by the Mavericks. Some
They
sort of
stopped
uniform.
play. They're making one of the receivers come off the field, number 14.
Bryson Vowles having to come off the field.
Maybe something wrong with his uniform.
May have had some blood or something.
So number 6 for the Mavericks has come on.
Austin Elliott back on the field. Under 10 on the play clock. 7, 6, 5. They're going to have to call a
3.
timeout.
Yep. So the Mavericks take their first timeout of the half. They've got 2 remaining. Clinton has 1. 11-13 to go here in the third. Lee, what surprised you about this game so far tonight?
It's just been the big plays at the start of quarters. Second quarter, big play, touchdown by the Mavericks. Third quarter, kickoff return for a touchdown by the Mavericks. And then starting here in the fourth quarter, that big pass play to Austin Elliott. I mean, outside of those, the play, and then the punt, of course, that was blocked for a touchdown. But it just seems like coming out of
breaks,
Mavericks are really, taking advantage and have been able to dial up plays, and that's just a heads off to the coaching staff over there. They know what they want to do coming out of those breaks, and they've been able to be successful.
You know, one of the things that I notice is they always tend to go with maybe a play if they're on the line of scrimmage.
Handoff to Holmes.
They tend to go with a play that's
Hughes
kind of
on
like
carry.
one that they love, one that's like they know. You know, deep down, everybody knows what they're supposed to do and they can execute it.
Linderman on
And
the
that always
stop for
helps
the
build
Dragons.
that confidence.
So 21-0 Mavericks. Under 11 minutes left to go here in the fourth. Mavericks are driving. They're inside the 20. Second down and 10. This time a pitch to the outside. Holmes trying to find the corner. Puts his hat down. He's able to pick up a few yards.
They're running out of
Holmes on the
bounds.
pitch.
3rd and 5, I think.
Let's see where they mark him.
3rd and 4th or 3rd and 6. I don't know.
No, they're saying he only picked up a yard before stepping
Wow.
out of bounds. 3rd and 9.
Down the play for the Dragons.
We don't have a great angle from where we're at.
3rd down for the Mavericks.
See what the Mavericks dial up here on 3rd. Little swing pass to the running back. He's fighting for it, but he's going to be stopped short
He's
of the
gonna be
first
short.
down.
Miller on the
Bring up
swing
4th
pass.
down.
See what the Mavericks do if they run
Got a
the
field goal unit. Looks like they're going to come on and try for the field goal.
Brock on the stop.
10:21 to go here in the fourth. Again, thank you for tuning in with us tonight. I was looking at our numbers. It looks like we're nearly 13,000 unique views tonight. We're approaching that number. And
Bethel on for the field
excited
goal
that you
attempt.
guys have chosen to tune in with us tonight.
And here comes the field goal attempt. Good snap, good hold, kick is up. And it's good. Anderson County tacks on
It's good.
3 more. 10:18 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Your score, Anderson County 24, Dragons 0. As we have just a quick break here before the kickoff, we'd just like to thank everyone once again involved with the production here at ACTV Sports. From all the camera guys, from the producer, director level, from Ryan and Andy, Marcus, everyone here from the the Office of Technology. So just thank you guys. We couldn't do it without you. Thank you for the viewers. Thank you to everyone involved with ACTV on every level. We really appreciate it. Thank you to our underwriters who have helped get us established and helped us out a lot this week.
This season, yes. Our underwriters for tonight's game are Ace Hardware of Clinton and Meadowview Senior Living. Looks like Mavericks getting ready to kick off. 10:18 to go here in the fourth. They're leading 24-0. So Clinton's hoping for a little magic here.
And the kick is away. And it is going to carry him. Here comes Winchester out of the end zone, and he's going to be stopped around the
Winchester
15-yard
on the
line.
return.
Great job by the Maverick special teams.
Looks like
unit.
number 22 with the tackle for the Mavericks.
Cole Phillips.
That's going to be
on the
Cole
stop.
Phillips.
So Phillips on the tackle. Good looking open field tackle by him. And the Dragons will take over 1st and 10 from about the 15-yard line. So don't know what the holdup here. It looks like they're getting ready to go under center here. Clock will start. There it goes, and we're getting ready to get back underway. 10 15 to go.
Handoff goes to the outside for Deshaun, and he is tackled by a host of Mavericks over there. They've kept him in check after he's been able to run off a couple of pretty good runs there in the first half. He just hasn't had the same explosiveness here in the second.
Under 10 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Looks like the Mavericks have 2 timeouts remaining. The Dragons have 1. If you're just tuning in, you've missed some big plays on special teams. We've had a punt blocked for a touchdown, and we've also had a kickoff returned for a touchdown in this football game.
Drops back in the pocket, throws it deep, and good defensive play, swiping at the ball.
I think he might have got his breath knocked out of him.
Or a cramp or something. Yep, looks like he's cramping up. Clinton's training staff, Clinton's coach is trying to help stretching him out.
Helping him out there.
You could just see as soon as he turned over on that one, he just immediately started pointing at his legs. Here comes Davey over there to try to help him out. Again, you know, these coaches, I know that they're on opposite sides and everything, but I mean, it's all about the kids, and it's good to see them come over and try to help, and as they bring some water and other stuff over. So it really doesn't look serious. It looks like they are just trying to stretch him out, so that's a good sign.
And he's back up on his feet. He'll exit for a play or two and maybe be back in this football game.
Up on the play.
As he comes off, again, that's going to be number 2, Godwin Miller. He's been a great, running back for him tonight. Maybe he needs just to get a little bit of breather and get some fluids in him over on the sidelines.
Back in the day, they used to give salt pills for cramps, Lee. I mean, that was way back before my day.
Right.
The PA announcer here, Larry Gann's getting a good chuckle out of that one.
So here come the Dragons. It's going to be 3rd down and 8.
You learned something new. They had, sounds like icy hot, but it's called atomic bomb or something.
And that's going to be picked off. And it is. It's going to be picked off there by number 10 for the Mavericks, Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas comes back to it and is able to pick it up off the ground. It's going to be Maverick football, and they've got some great field position there, Jared, just outside the 30-yard line.
So under 9.5 minutes to go here in the fourth. The Mavericks will take over on offense from around the 30-yard line, 31-yard line. And you can still find Atomic Bomb on Amazon. Thank you, Larry Gann.
Atomic Balm, B-A-L-M. Balm.
Oh, balm.
Yeah, not bomb, not like we're over in Oak Ridge. No,
okay.
Balm. As we do get Clinton's final timeout of the half.
Timeout Dragons, the final timeout of the half.
So 9 minutes and 15 seconds left to go. Dragons take their final timeout. Anderson County with the ball. See what the Mavericks dial up here. See if they try to take some time off the clock and just run out this game.
And we're back underway here. Stone takes the snap. There was a quick whistle there. Is there a
Hughes on the carry.
Clock continues to run. It's going to be second down and
Ty
about
Harrell on
9
the
for
stop.
the Mavericks. Harrell for the stop. This time it's a throw to the outside. Cam Thomas catches it. He's got the corner, and he is pushed out of bounds, still fighting for extra
Cam
yards.
Thomas
But
on
he
the
picks up
pass.
about 15 on that one. That's going to be another first down by the Mavericks.
First down.
he
Anderson
comes up with a big
County.
interception on defense, and now he's like, give me the ball. I want to score.
All right, Godwin Miller back in the game at running back. This time it's a little option play. Hatmaker keeps it, slides down,
Hatmaker keeps on the option.
picks up about 5, it looks like. That's something you haven't seen from Anderson County as an option keeper. Actually picks up about 7. So it's going to be about 6, about 2nd and 4 now. Hand off to Godwin Miller. He tries to cut back, loses a couple yards, loses the football, and it's going to be fouled on by the Dragons.
Dragons.
Foul on the football. As he cuts back, he's trying to, and it looks like there's a Clinton player now that looks to be a little banged up.
It's keeping that
Fumble on the play,
Dragon
recovered
faithful
by the
alive.
Dragons.
Little
Monroe on the fumble recovery for the Dragons. First and 10, Clinton.
1st and 10 for the Dragons now from the, where are they at? They're right around the 11-yard line.
Hey Lee, did you know this is how we do it on Friday night?
I've heard that before.
This is how we do it.
Delay a game on the Dragons, going to have to back them
Dead
up
ball
5
foul
yards.
against the Dragons, delay of game.
So under 8 minutes to go here, there was a delay of game by the Dragons. So back them up 5. 1st and 15 from about the 7-8 yard line.
That's what it looks like.
That's probably offsides on the defense or encroachment. Looks like they were trying to time a stunt, and
May it come just a little bit early.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Now it looks like they jumped a little early. Looks like Clinton's getting that 5 yards right back.
Yep.
I wish neither team had done that.
Anderson County penalized 5 yards offside.
Yeah, it's always tough trying to time those stunts
Snaps.
just right
Yep.
to catch them off guard there.
Quarterback still has it. He is slung down in the backfield. Looks like number 12 from the Mavericks got him inside the 5, Tanner Goins.
Brock.
Looks like
for
there's a
loss.
Maverick down. A little sore. 55 is down.
Is there another flag? Right there at around the 7 or 8 yard line. Referee standing right by it down there. Little conference by the officials to kind of find out what's going on.
They're probably, hey, where do you want to go to eat after the game?
Waffle House sounds good to me.
No, I mean, that's what they're talking about.
Oh, I thought you were just asking me a question.
Oh,
See what the referee says.
Illegal procedure against the Dragons. Offside against the Dragons.
Well, those kinds of calls are going to definitely have to be cleaned up as this season progresses. Those mental errors are just things that get after coaches a little bit.
Both of those penalties will be declined
Both
by the
penalties
Mavericks.
are declined.
Obviously, they'll take that sack. Why would they? Shouldn't it be a dead ball anyway on those? Or at least on one of those?
Yeah, probably.
Looks like Clinton has a new quarterback in. Number 8 is in for them. Trace Thackerson is in now. As the ball is on the 2-yard line, 2nd down and 20. And it's going to be a delay of game on the Dragons. Jared, that's about the 4th or 5th delay of game in the second half.
Yeah, this new quarterback for the Dragons, this is his first game starting. And
well, they actually have a new quarterback in now, Thackerson.
Oh, Thackerson's in there now? Yeah. And he's a young guy, too. So, growing pains.
It's going to be on the 1-yard line, I believe.
This makes you long for the days of the old school I formation.
Oh, and he picks up some nice yardage there. Gets out to about the 5.
A little breathing room.
Carried by
Cooper
number
gives him some
15,
breathing room. Not quite
Blake
back.
Cooper.
I mean, he's still about 5 yards short of the original line of scrimmage, but still, nice looking run there by the Dragons to get out from their own goalpost. Now they've got a little bit of room to maneuver.
So under 6.5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter.
.6 6:15 left.
And a delay of game.
Nope.
Tanya Andrews, you might want to check to see if you've lost your billfold. It's available at the band concession stand.
That is
Tanya
another delay
Andrews, your billfold is at the band concession stand. Delay of game against the Dragons.
And it's under
10 seconds.
This time it's a pitch in the end zone. It hits the ground, and he's going to be taken down in the end zone. Safety for the Mavericks.
Deshaun tackled in the end zone.
Jared, Mavericks are winning, but they've only had 1 offensive touchdown. They've had a field goal, 2 special teams touchdowns, and now a safety.
Stewksbury leads the
There's a lot
Maverick
for Clinton to
tacklers.
try to clean up here coming into next week.
Yeah, and they've got a traditional powerhouse, if you will, in CAK that's coming here next week that will hope to pick up a big road win. So we'll be covering that here live on ACTV. We're hoping we'll get to debut our cable cam that evening.
So 5:44 left to go. Anderson County has extended the lead out 26-0. Let's see where this, because it is a free kick, so Clinton is going to end up punting the ball.
Got a couple guys deep for the Mavericks. Good punt.
Nice high punt, takes it at the 40.
Number
Cuts back
14.
across the middle, trying to find some room. Gets spun around. He's at the 50, taken down just that. He does cross the 50, taken down, though, by number 47 for the Dragons.
Number 14.
I don't see a 47 on the roster for the Dragons, so I don't have the
Bryson
name.
Val on the return.
So Bryson Vowell returns that for about 11 yards. He did catch it at about the 40.
Drumbach on the stop for the Dragons.
And there's a penalty flag at a 35-yard line.
Dead ball, personal foul against the Mavericks.
Mavericks are shooting themselves in the foot, Jared. That's another 15-yarder. They've had 3 of those tonight.
I believe that's right.
If they're going to look to really, take the, make another run this year, they're going to have to clean that part up. And that's an attitude thing. And I'm sure Coach is really going to get after them for some of those type plays. Now, one of them a game, 1 or 2 of them a game. That happens in athletic competition. You get fired up, and something.
Especially
like
in a rivalry game.
And the one on the kick, on the touchdown, on a block punt, I get that. Your team's excited. You get fired up. Maybe you take it a little too far. But on a free kick where you're about to get great field position, you really got to clean that up. In at quarterback now for the Mavericks is number 9. That's going to be Walker Martinez, freshman. I about said rookie, but freshman. He throws it out to the outside, incomplete pass. As they have a lot of young players in. Eli Braden, another freshman in there at wide receiver. So now in for the Mavericks, they have Rod Young. Zeke West in wide receiver. Also,
In at wide receiver, Eli Braden, number 3.
Number 4 is also in. Looks like number 4, Thor Williams, is also in at wide receiver. So a lot of young kids, a lot of white jerseys for the first time out there. And you can definitely tell they haven't been playing tonight because of those white jerseys.
25, Gavin No on the run.
A fumble there.
He was able to recover it.
3rd down, Anderson County.
So a lot of freshmen and sophomores in right now getting some playing time. Good for them, getting some meaningful snaps in a meaningful game. This time is a throw to the outside, but he threw the ball inside. It was a little off target. Tell you what, Zeke West, tied 6'1" as a freshman. As a wide receiver, he's got some room to grow into that. I mean, as a freshman, you've still got some room to still grow and get taller. At 6'1" as a freshman, good-looking wide receiver.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about your feeder programs and how well they develop, and you hope you can, maybe get a few plays from the high school of what they're going to be running, and at least some of the same sets and looks that they're going to be running, and teach those guys while they're still in middle school, and that's kind of how you develop your program at the high school level.
Takes a bounce. He gets out of the way, gets inside the 25-yard line down to the 24. So nice looking punt there by Bethel.
4:37 to go here in the 4th quarter.
Once again, a lot of brand, clean white jerseys out there on the field for the Mavericks, Jared. So Lindsey's still out there, and as is number 30, Stone Cummins. But along that line, lots of white jerseys out there and in the secondary. So trying to get some of these, maybe some younger kids in to play some, and that's what you need to do whenever, you've got a 26-point lead with 4 minutes left to go. A lot of the starters still in there on defense.
A few of them, yeah.
Handoff by the Dragons, and he is bottled up. Anderson County may want to try to preserve this shutout and keep a 0 up on the board against the Dragons.
Cottingham on the carry.
Time continues to tick down. Right around 4 minutes left to go here in the game. And handoff to the inside. He cuts back. Nice run there by the running back for the Dragons.
Holding on to it both hands like that.
Number 2 for the Dragons.
Cutting them again on the carry.
So they're sending in some white jerseys. It looks like they are taking out a few of their defensive players.
There goes Elliott and
Russell
Thomas
Lindsay with the
and
stop.
Lindsay,
Third down for the
Cummins,
Dragons.
all of them going out. And handoff on the inside, trying to bounce it to the outside. Nice looking play there by number 48 for the Mavericks. Going down their depth
And
chart.
31.
Caleb Livingston, a sophomore, and also
Storm
like
Klein.
senior
Graham
linebacker.
on the carry.
Good to see them getting in and getting
Stone
some
Cummins
playing
on the
time and
stop.
getting their name called out here on the
If I'm not
on the
mistaken,
big
Storm,
ACTV.
if I'm not mistaken, Storm is also on the fishing team.
Oh, I didn't realize that was a thing.
Fourth down for the Dragons.
It is a thing. Actually, Clinton's fishing team went to like the Nationals, I think, or something.
Well, that's pretty cool.
I know. Like, where was that when I was in high school?
And pitch to the outside, and he comes around. A nice looking tackle once again there. Same guy, number 31, Storm Klein, the fisherman, reels in another tackle.
Ooh, that was good.
Yes.
That was so good.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that was
For the
good.
Mavericks by number 31. Storm
Reels
Klein.
in another tackle.
First down, Dragons.
That might have been the call of the night, Lee.
I appreciate that. Now that I know that there's a fishing team and Storm Klein's on there, I'll be using that more. Oh, a fumble. Ball's on the ground. See who comes up with it.
He
Dragons
sure knows
may
how
have-
to tackle them.
That's a stretch.
Get it? Because you use fishing tackle. Got it.
I get it.
Huh.
You hooked me on
Cutting
that one.
on
Oh.
the carry and recovery.
I don't know about you, but I think that was pretty fly.
I saw what you did there.
And the fly fishing segment was brought to you by no. And pitch to the outside. Nice looking tackle. Man, the Mavericks are really swarming to them, Jared. I mean,
Well, there's fresh bodies out there for the
Wyatt
Mavericks.
Russell on
They,
the carry.
they're really flying to the ball.
oh yeah, look at you.
Gavin No in on the stop.
Any more fishing, anything else I can do about fishing? Because that's a lot of fun.
I think Clinton can still do this.
Oh man. So Clinton's back under center. Just over a minute to go here in the fourth quarter.
Oh, and he's got to line up the middle. Picks up the first down, Jed. I thought Clinton was going to be able to break one there.
Xander
Big
Allen
run there
off
by
the
number
carry.
6, Xander Allen.
You know, I'll say the some
No
things haven't gone
trip up.
Clinton's way tonight,
First down,
especially
Dragons.
on special teams. But I think that they're a growing program, and it's good to see some of their young guys get out there and get some experience too, because they may need that later in the season.
And looking downfield, he finds a receiver, number 42, open. And he trucks that guy, runs over him, gets down to about the 20-yard line.
Pass complete.
Jared Thackerson had a nice little throw
Number-
there. And looks like number 42 comes up
42,
with that.
Trent Harrell.
31.3
Trent Harrell.
seconds to go.
First down, Dragons.
30.
We've called Trent Harrell's name a few times on defense, but that's the first time he's really had a play on offense, and that was a nice-looking play there by Harrell.
So they got time for maybe one more play if they get to the line of scrimmage and run it. 10 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter.
And that's probably going to be the last play of the game. See if he can get the
6,
play off.
5.
He's looking back, tries to get it into the end zone, and no penalty, and that's the game. Jared, your final score tonight, 26-0. Anderson County shuts out the Dragons. One more time, the fourth quarter has been brought to you by Ace Hardware in Clinton.
26.
Located at 929 North Charles G. Sievers Boulevard, Clinton, Tennessee. Again, thank you to our underwriters for tonight's game, Ace Hardware in Clinton and Meadowview Senior Living in Clinton.
Thank you so much for everyone that's watching. Guys, it has been a great first night of football. I'm so glad to be back and bring you live football action. Check us out next Friday, same bat time, same bat channel. We'll be bringing you the CAK visiting the Dragons. Jared, any final thoughts on tonight's game?
It would have been way better if we had our cable camera.
I know, but we'll debut it next week. Hey, weather permitting.
Okay. Oh, you meant about the game?
Yeah, the game,
not
itself.
Equipment. Okay.
Right.
Well, first of all, I'm very proud of both of these programs. Both of these Clinton and Anderson County. There are programs, our kids that we get to root for here in our county, and now that this game's over with, I hope and pray that they try to support each other, and we got a long season ahead. This is just game one of the 5 that we'll be covering this year. We've got 2 more Clinton games and 2 more Anderson County games that we'll be covering. I'm sure that Andy will get those up, those dates and times for you, who will be covering on coverage on ACTV, channel 95 on Comcast and 99 on UVerse. Thank you guys for watching us. It's always just such a pleasure and a blessing to be able to do this for our community, and that's why me and Lee both do this. We just want to be part of our community.
Yes, and thank you guys so much once again for watching. I think our total viewership, individual views on Facebook went above 13,000. We want to increase that even more for next week, and we are getting 16,000 individual views on Facebook.
That might be the highest we've ever had.
Thank you all so much for watching. We really couldn't do it without your viewers' support and the support from everyone in the county. So for Jared, my name is Lee Fogarty. Thank you so much for watching. We will be back next week for live football action here on ACTV. Hit us up on Facebook. Jared and I are on there all the time. If you have any questions or any comments about the programming or the production, we would love to hear from you. Anything you would like to see. And hopefully, again, next week we're going to break out the cable cam. Thank you for watching, everyone, and good night.